Hello everyone, this is Mateo with arcade.dev, and today we are adding a new interface onto an existing agent. This is a repo for the social media agent by LangChain. I think it's quite nice. It lets you turn links into social media posts. For example, I could process 50 links today and then schedule them to be published on the next couple of weeks. And then I just go on vacation and I don't need to worry about my social feed being inconsistent without content, and I already approved all of this, so I know they will be interesting and engaging. The only thing is that if you're not a very technical person, it could be a little bit difficult to actually send links to the agent. So let me show you how to do that. The way you do it normally is with the generate post command. For this, you actually need to run it on the terminal. So you go here to the code, you change this to the actual URL that you want to process, and then you run that on the terminal. And then you can set up a cron job. And for this, you need to know the cron notation, and then you need to set up Slack so that you can actually be watching a specific channel or specific conversation to input and process the links. Right? So if you're afraid of the terminal, I can see this will be a deterrent to use actually this agent. So I wanted to build a UI to make it very easy and painless without involving the terminal at all. Right? So let me show you how that's done. So here's the code. What I changed from LangChain is actually just, instead of hard coding this link, I added an argument here so that, if you send nothing, it will be still their default blog post. But now you can just invoke this dynamically with any link. And then I added this one command that is called generate multiple posts. And this gets an array of URLs and then a mode, right? If the mode is multi-post, each URL in this array will generate one social media post, and then if it is a single post mode, all of the URLs will be used as the context to generate a single social media post. Right? So, and then this server here is what actually runs the UI, right? So let me actually show you this. Run it. First say yarn dev, and this will run the local agent on my machine, on my notebook, and it will actually open Langsmith. And this is very nice. You can see all the traces. You can actually see the graph and inspect all of this. I will not be diving deep into this. LangChain already did that. They have a very nice video on that. Then I need another terminal. Say yarn UI. This is actually my addition. And that's it. So this is the UI. It's very simple. You get, for example, a single URL, multiple URLs, and Notion. So let me go over this. The single URL is very simple. I have some random links here. Say this is one link. Go to my UI. I paste this in. I think I pasted it 2 times. All right, there you go. And it's already processing. So if I go to the agent inbox that was also built by LangChain, this is already connected to my local host. And if I refresh, I see that this new thread is the one that's being processed by that link that I sent. Then if I go to multiple URLs, I will say something like single post mode. I already have a couple of links that I can just copy paste. And this will process these 3 links and then generate a single post. So if I go to the inbox, I see that the previous job is actually already requiring some attention, but this is the new one that will ingest 3 links to generate 1 post. And then finally, we have the Notion one. So Notion is, the way I connect to Notion is using Arcade. And I use Arcade what is called like the direct tool calling. So I'm not using a LLM to connect to Notion. I just use Arcade to just authenticate to Notion, get the content I want, and then I just send that to the agent, and the agent will, the LangChain agent actually will process all of these links. So my Notion page is this, is a link collection, right? So let me try and do that. It's gonna be link collection, and before I actually do that, let me actually add something to that so that it's easy to show. I want to add, for example, this one, right? I say native support for MCP servers is now Arcade. I want to add this so that I can post about it, save. That's been added to my link collection. Again, the link collection is here, ingest, and then say authorization required. Right? So I'm not actually logged in into Notion from this tool, so I need to make that integration. So I just click on this, it will take me to the Notion workspace and say, there's Notion, select pages, I will just allow all of this, and there's the link collection over there, allow access, and I just return, and then I say accept, and then it's gonna try again, and hopefully, yeah, it got all of the links from my Notion, and now it's processing all of these in multi-post mode. So we should see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new entries on the inbox, right? So if I refresh this, I see the 2 that are ready for my attention, and these 5 new posts are ingested from my Notion page, which is, in my opinion, quite nice. Of course, I could have multiple pages and grab some links for a specific post, or like I did now. I just have a link grabber, and I would generate 1 post per link, and then I can decide, okay, I just don't care about these links anymore, delete and whatever, right? But what is very nice is how this is built. It's very easy to actually make this integration. Let me show you. So this is an Express.js server, and it has only 3 routes, or really 4 routes. Submit URLs. So the main one is just to get the main page, which will draw actually this on the browser. Then submit URLs will just get plain URLs on the request, and then submit Notion, which actually gets the Notion page title and the mode, and then it will do some validation and say processing this, and this is the interesting thing. So I'm going to use the Notion toolkit from Arcade, and specifically the tool called Get Page Content by Title. So I get the title, I pass that to Arcade, I will authorize it, right? If it needs authentication, it will just send that event to the client. It will say authorization required. I will display the URL. You click it, you hit accept, and then I try again. And this is where I actually retrieve the thing, right? So it says get Notion page content. Here again, I use the Arcade client tools, execute. So this is not through an LLM. I just do the direct tool calling of the tool. I pass my Arcade user ID, the input, which is the actual title, and that's it. I just get the contents, and I can iterate over that. I can go deeper and deeper, actually go past this to a different tool if I want. So at the moment, I just wanted to show you that this is not, using Arcade does not require an LLM. You can also use it as part of, building a single page application or any sort of interface. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. We are always posting tutorials, demos, and fun ways to integrate Arcade into your development process. I also want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below, what would you like Arcade to be covering in these tutorials? What would you like to see in this channel? What toolkits are you missing to build the next big thing? What frameworks should Arcade support? Or anything, any feedback. What do you think about the UI that I built? What do you think about the social media agent? Or anything. Until the next time, happy building.